A 16-year-old black girl is humiliated at the gate, denied boarding over a so-called dress code. What the airline doesn't know is that her mother is the FAA Inspector General. And when she arrives, the entire airport watches justice unfold. The airport was alive with its usual chaos. Families rushing to catch flights, business travelers glued to laptops, announcements echoing through the terminal. In the middle of it all walked Maya Johnson, a 16-year-old high school junior, her earbuds tucked into her ears and her boarding pass clutched tightly in her hand. She wasn't dressed extravagantly, just jeans, sneakers, and a fitted hoodie. Comfortable. Normal. But sometimes, normal isn't enough when people see what they want to see. Maya was traveling alone for the first time to visit her aunt in another state. Nervous but excited, she reached the gate just as pre-boarding began. She handed her ticket to the gate agent, a middle-aged woman named Patricia. Patricia looked her up and down, her eyes narrowing. "Hold on," Patricia said, pulling the boarding pass back before it scanned. "You can't board dressed like that." Maya blinked, confused. She tugged at her hoodie. "Like what?" "Dress code," Patricia snapped. "This is first class, not a casual bus ride. You'll need to change into something more appropriate before boarding." Maya felt her stomach drop. People nearby turned their heads, curious. A man in a suit frowned, whispering to his wife. Another passenger raised their phone, already recording. "I don't understand," Maya said quietly. "This is what I always wear when I fly. There's nothing wrong with it." Patricia shook her head. "Not in my cabin, young lady. You need to show respect for the space you're in. We have a standard to uphold." The words stung more than the denial. It wasn't about clothes, it was about her. The way Patricia's eyes lingered on her skin, the unspoken suggestion that she didn't belong here, no matter what she wore. Maya tried to protest. "I paid for the seat, well, my mom did. I have the ticket." Patricia crossed her arms. "Not good enough. Until you change, you're not getting on this plane. Step aside." Passengers in line exchanged uneasy looks. A woman muttered, "She looks fine to me." A teenager whispered, "That's messed up." Maya's hands trembled as she stepped aside, her cheeks burning with humiliation. She pulled out her phone, dialing quickly. When her mom picked up, Maya's voice cracked. "Mom, they won't let me on. They said I can't fly because of how I'm dressed." Her mother's voice sharpened instantly. "Stay where you are. I'm coming." Maya hung up, her chest heavy. She glanced around, noticing phones still recording, eyes still watching. It felt like the whole airport had turned into a stage, and she was trapped in the spotlight of shame. 15 minutes passed like an eternity. Maya sat in the boarding area, clutching her backpack, trying to hold back tears. Patricia, meanwhile, carried on as if nothing had happened, scanning other passengers through, smiling at some, chatting politely with others. But every so often, she'd cast a quick glance at Maya, cold, dismissive, as if daring her to challenge the decision. The murmurs around the gate only grew louder. "What kind of dress code is that?" someone whispered. "She looks completely normal," another said. Finally, footsteps echoed across the polished floor, purposeful and unyielding. Maya's mother, Angela Johnson, strode into the gate area. She was a woman in her late 40s, dressed in a crisp suit that commanded respect without saying a word. Her presence turned heads instantly. She moved with the authority of someone used to walking into tense rooms and taking control. Maya stood, relief washing over her. "Mom!" Angela hugged her daughter quickly, then turned her gaze toward Patricia at the desk. The entire terminal seemed to still. "You're the one who denied my daughter boarding?" Angela's voice was calm, but there was an edge to it, steel wrapped in silk. Patricia straightened, suddenly less confident. "Yes, ma'am. She wasn't dressed appropriately for first class." Angela tilted her head slightly, her eyes narrowing. "Appropriately? For a 16-year-old girl traveling alone? Jeans and a hoodie are inappropriate?" Patricia stammered. We have standards. Some passengers don't appreciate." Angela raised a hand, silencing her. No. What you did wasn't about a dress code. It was about prejudice, plain and simple. You humiliated a child in public. My child. The gate area buzzed with murmurs. Phones were up again, recording every word. A man whispered, "Oh, she's in trouble now." Patricia tried to regain control. "Look, ma'am, I'm just enforcing policy. If she changes into something more suitable." Angela stepped closer, her eyes locked on the agents. Her voice dropped, low enough to cut but loud enough for everyone to hear. "Do you know who I am?" Patricia blinked, confused. "No. I'm Angela Johnson, Inspector General of the Federal Aviation Administration." The words dropped like a bomb. Gasps rippled through the gate area. Patricia's face went pale. Angela didn't stop. "I oversee investigations into airlines, airports, and personnel. And I take misconduct very seriously. You didn't just deny my daughter boarding, you denied her dignity. You abused your position, and you did it under the guise of a non-existent policy." Patricia's lips moved, but no words came out. The weight of realization settled on her shoulders. Angela turned, addressing the passengers directly. "Did anyone here see what happened?" Hands shot up. Voices called out. She stopped her for no reason. Said she wasn't dressed right. She embarrassed her in front of everyone. The recordings captured it all, the denial, the humiliation, the mother's arrival. Angela faced Patricia once more. "You will allow my daughter to board. And after this flight, I'll be filing an official investigation into your conduct, as well as this airline's so-called policies." Patricia swallowed hard, her bravado completely gone. I didn't mean." Angela cut her off. "Intentions don't erase consequences. Actions do. And yours will be accounted for." The gate agent's hands shook as she scanned Maya's boarding pass and handed it back. "You can board now." Angela placed a reassuring hand on her daughter's shoulder. "Go ahead, Maya. I'll be right behind you." As they walked down the jet bridge, whispers filled the air. Some passengers applauded softly. Others shook their heads in disbelief. Everyone knew they had just witnessed something extraordinary. Power meeting arrogance, truth confronting lies. On board, the flight crew scrambled to accommodate Maya and Angela. Polite smiles, nervous tones. The captain even came out of the cockpit to apologize personally. "Ms. Johnson, we deeply regret what happened. Please, let us make this right." Angela's expression was unreadable. "What's done is done. But you'll be hearing from me." The flight itself passed in relative quiet, though passengers continued to glance at the Inspector General and her daughter, whispering the story as if it were legend in the making. By the time they landed, the videos had already gone viral. Headlines spread across social media. "Black teen denied boarding over dress code. FAA Inspector General mother steps in." The fallout was swift and merciless. The airline issued a public apology within 24 hours. The CEO promised a full review of all staff training and conduct policies. Patricia was suspended pending investigation. And behind closed doors, executives scrambled to contain the damage, knowing full well they had crossed the wrong person at the wrong time. For Maya, the humiliation of that moment lingered, but so did something stronger: pride. Her mother hadn't just defended her. She had shown the entire world that silence is never the answer to injustice. As they left the airport together, Maya looked up at Angela. "Mom, thank you." Angela smiled faintly, brushing her daughter's hair back. "Don't thank me. You stood your ground. You called me. You didn't let them silence you. That's strength. Never forget it." Maya nodded, her heart lighter. She wasn't just a girl in a hoodie anymore. She was a reminder that no one, not even those hiding behind fake rules, could define her worth. And as Angela glanced back one last time at the airline's logo glowing above the terminal, she knew the message was clear. Abuse power, and you will answer for it. No matter who you are. If this story left you speechless, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. These stories shine a light on dignity, justice, and the courage to speak up against injustice. By supporting this channel, you help ensure that voices like Maya's are never silenced again.